Hello students, this is Vijay Ushir. In the last lecture, we have studied our first chapter. In that, we have studied the first point that is a different definitions. After that, we have studied the how to find out the degrees of freedom, phase rule. Next, we have studied the water system, that is a one component system. So, in this lecture, we have to study carbon dioxide system. So, carbon dioxide is also one component system as like a water system. So, the phase diagram is divided into three distinct areas in which carbon dioxide can exist as a either solid, liquid or gaseous phase. So this is a phase diagram of a carbon dioxide system. So pressure versus temperature graph is phase diagram is drawn. So this is a phase diagram. So here when we plot the graph of pressure versus temperature, so there are three phases of a carbon dioxide, solid carbon dioxide. Here in a region A, B and C, solid carbon dioxide exists. In region C, B, D, liquid carbon dioxide exists. And in region A, B, D, below ABD region, the gas carbon dioxide can exist. And corresponding temperature and pressure to the triple point. So this is a triple point where the three curves meet, that is the AB, BC and CD. These curves meet at a point B. So this is a triple point. At this point the pressure is a 5.2 atmosphere and temperature is a minus 57 degrees Celsius. So this is a phase diagram of a carbon dioxide system as like a water system. So next we have to study in detail what are the different properties of a carbon dioxide phase diagram. So first point is the description of areas. So we know that the phase diagram is divided into three areas. Which are these three areas? To the left of the curve BC and above the curve BA, as I have told, that is a carbon dioxide exists in a solid form. To right of the curve BC and above the curve BD, carbon dioxide can exist in a liquid state only, and below the curve BA and BD, solid carbon dioxide exists in a vapor phase only. So these are the three phases. To the left solid, to the right liquid, and to below of the curve exists in a gaseous phase. This is about the description of the areas. Next we have to study description of curves, different curves. First curve, that is the curve AB. So what is curve AB? Curve AB is the sublimation curve along which solid carbon dioxide is in equilibrium with the gas. We know that sublimation means solid is directly converted into gas. So AB is the sublimation curve for solid carbon dioxide which is in equilibrium with the gas phase. Then curve BD is the vaporization curve along which vaporization means liquid is converted into gaseous phase in which liquid carbon dioxide is in equilibrium with the gas. So these are the two curves, AB, BD, and next curve that is a curve BC, and curve BC is the fusion curve, and we know that what is the fusion? Fusion is the solid get converted into liquid, that is the curve along which solid and liquid carbon dioxide are in equilibrium with each other. So these are the three curves, that is first curve is a sublimation curve in which solid carbon dioxide and gas carbon dioxide are in equilibrium with each other. Next is the vaporization curve in which liquid carbon dioxide and gaseous carbon dioxide are in equilibrium with each other, and last one curve, that is a curve BC, in which is called as a fusion curve in which solid carbon dioxide and liquid carbon dioxide are in equilibrium with each other. Next we have to study, first we have studied about the areas, then curves. Next we have to study the triple point, the point at which three curves meet. So what was that point? That was the B. So B is the triple point at which all the three phases of carbon dioxide coexist in equilibrium with each other. That is solid, liquid and gas. All these phases coexist in equilibrium with each other. And we have studied the temperature corresponding to that to the triple point is minus 57 degrees Celsius and the pressure is 5.2 atmosphere. In the phase diagram, we have already drawn this picture. That is a temperature in by dotted line. That is the temperature is minus 57 degrees Celsius and pressure is 5.2 atmosphere. And a slight variation in temperature or pressure at this point may result in the disappearance of one of the two phases. So if there is a slight variation in temperature, this temperature there or this pressure 5.2 atmosphere or minus 57 degrees Celsius, so it may result in disappearance of one of the two phases, means solid or liquid phases. If we consider solid or liquid phase, in that if the temperature or pressure changes, one of the phase will disappear. For example, a slight variation in temperature will result in disappearance of solid phase and equilibrium will shift along the curve BA. So this is example we have considered, that is a slight variation in temperature will result in the disappearance of solid phase and the equilibrium will shift along the curve BA, keeping the temperature constant. If the pressure is increased, the gaseous phase will disappear and the equilibrium will shift along the curve BC. So these are the conditions. If we change the pressure and temperature, one of the phase will disappear and the curve will shift to the side of other component. So this is about the triple point. Next, we have to study the use of a phase diagram. So what is the use of phase diagram for carbon dioxide system? So the phase diagram of carbon dioxide resembles that of the water, showing in three distinct areas, that is a solid, liquid and gaseous phase, as like a water system. We have already studied the water system. So but the phase diagram of carbon dioxide differs from water in several aspects. So which are these several aspects? First is the fusion curve slopes away from the pressure axis. So the fusion curves for the carbon dioxide slopes are the away from the pressure axis. So we have plotted the graph of temperature versus pressure. But in case of carbon dioxide, the first one curve, that is a fusion curve, in which solid is converted into gaseous. These curve slopes are away from the pressure axis, and which indicates that increase of pressure increases the melting point of a solid carbon dioxide. So if we increase the pressure, the melting point of a solid carbon dioxide increases, and therefore the factor dT upon dP of a Clausius-Clapeyron equation. You may have studied the Clausius-Clapeyron equation. In that equation, the term that is a or factor that is a dT upon dP is indicating that specific volume of a liquid carbon dioxide is greater than the solid carbon dioxide. Means the specific volume when solid is converted into liquid, that is a fusion curve. That equation indicates that this dT upon dP indicates the specific volume of liquid carbon dioxide is greater than the solid carbon dioxide. Second aspect is solid carbon dioxide can exist in equilibrium with its liquid only at very high pressure. Means we have studied at a triple point, that is when solid is in equilibrium with the liquid, it exists at a very high pressure because 5.2 atmosphere is a very high pressure. This is unlike the water system, in which ice and water can exist in equilibrium at very low pressure. So in the water system, ice and water are in equilibrium only at the pressure of 4.58 mm of Hg. But in case of a solid carbon dioxide, the pressure is 5.2 atmosphere, which is very high pressure. If we consider the example of a water system, only in the water system 4.58 mm of Hg pressure is required. So these are the aspects of a phase diagram, in which water system and carbon dioxide system are different from each other in some aspects. Third point, that is a vapor pressure of a solid carbon dioxide even at an extremely low pressure is very high. Means the vapor pressure of a solid carbon dioxide is extremely low at extremely low pressure, means at extremely low pressure is very high. Vapor pressure is very high at low pressure and is very is many times higher than that of a ice. So if we consider the example of water system, the vapor pressure of solid carbon dioxide is higher, is extremely low at low, many times higher than that of the ice. So these are the three aspects of a carbon dioxide system. The significant feature of the carbon dioxide system is that at a even at atmospheric pressure, that is 1 atmosphere, carbon dioxide can be directly solidified without appearance of a liquid phase, merely cooling to the minus 78 degrees Celsius. So this is the significance, that is when carbon dioxide is at equilibrium, is at atmospheric pressure 1 atmosphere. So what happens? The carbon dioxide gas can be directly solidified. This gas can be directly solidified without appearance of a liquid phase, because we know that for conversion of gas into solid, it must have to pass into liquid phase, but it can be easily directly solidified without appearance of a liquid phase, merely cooling to the minus 78 degrees Celsius. If we cool carbon dioxide at minus 78 degrees Celsius, the gas carbon dioxide get directly converted into solid carbon dioxide. And for this reason, carbon dioxide is commonly known as a dry ice. So in many examples, we know we call the carbon dioxide as a dry ice. Why we call as a dry ice? Because at a minus 78 degrees Celsius, this gas carbon dioxide is directly converted into solid carbon dioxide. That is even at a 1 atmosphere pressure also. That is atmospheric pressure also. Only we can change the temperature. If we cool the carbon dioxide, we can convert into solid carbon dioxide, and therefore it is called as a dry ice. So this is a significant feature of a carbon dioxide system. So this is all about the carbon dioxide system. That is a one component system. Carbon dioxide system is somewhat different in case of a in as like a water system. Some aspects are same as for water system and carbon dioxide system, but some aspects are different, and the significant features are also for the carbon dioxide system. So in the next lecture we will study our last system, that is a sulfur system. So thank you.